Elizabeth was diagnosed with dementia 2 years ago. She noticed she wasn't herself. The realisation hit when she couldn't remember what day of the week it was.
To my daughter, well, what day is it today? And she tells me, like, you know. And I said, why can't I think? Why can't my brain think? And then they told me that I got what they call the short-term memory loss. That's it, short-term memory loss. I feel as though I don't belong here. I ought to be on another planet. That's how I feel. Shouldn't be like that, should I?
Living with dementia can be hard. It was around the time of the diagnosis Elizabeth became less able to walk.
From the time I came out of hospital, like, I went to another home. Not this home, like another home. And I realised, and I tried to stand up, and I couldn't stand up. My feet went from underneath me. And this is how I've been ever since, you know, but just legs don't want to go, and I feel as though, I don't know, just feel as though I've lost everything. Because I've always been very active, you know, because I used to be a carer here. And I cared for so many people. I mean, lots of people are still here that I used to care for.
The Alzheimer Society say nearly 2/3 of people fear a diagnosis, which Elizabeth knows all too much about. But now she is provided with the right support and visits a care home on a regular basis.
I've got quite a lot of friends that I've met since I've been here, like, you know, friends I talk to that I would never have spoken to otherwise. Probably just said hello or good morning and that's it, but not put myself out sort of thing, which you should do, really.
There are many people living with dementia who are determined to not let it get in the way. A dementia-friendly cinema has opened and she's a regular.
Dating back is the sound of music and, you know, films like that.
Yes,
very old musicals. I love the musical ones. They were really lovely.
Stand up and
you're watching The Wizard of Oz today. How do you feel about that?
Lovely. Yes, it's very good.
And you've got your popcorn, the drinks.
No, listen, these are Jerry's. These are.
I like music. Danny Boy.
What's your favourite film?
Film? Oh, I don't know. Maybe go back to an old cowboy one, I should imagine so, when I was younger, going to school.
When you watch musicals or films here, does it bring back memories?
Oh, some of it, yes, yeah. Happy days they were.
Yeah, we've enjoyed it, yeah. And we came last week, my brothers and I. We had a lovely time, really.
In fact, watching classic musical films can immediately change the mood of an elderly person with dementia. It's the tunes that carries the story which provokes memories.
People years ago used to go to the cinema, have the popcorn, have the pop and enjoy a really good movie. And we wanted to recreate that so we could play, you know, the old-time musics and some of the old classic films.
The present can be sometimes difficult for those with dementia, but these familiar musicals and films provide a comforting glance into the past. What's more important to remember is that life doesn't end when dementia begins.
And I've met people that are living with dementia and they're living good lives, and that's what we need to get across. And people don't need to be frightened of being diagnosed because there's help and support out there for them, and they need to just access it all and just grasp what they've got live and live their lives, because that's what life's about.
This is Monika Plaha for Big News in Walsall.